There are more than one Chucky dolls in this movie, so it has been named Cult of Chucky. Curse of Chucky revealed that a serial killer started liking a girl. But that serial killer tortured her corporally on that lady's decline. He shifted his soul into good guy doll at the time of his death. So he became Chucky, which is the villain of this movie. Movie starts while showing a tower. A boy is shown in a hotel of that building who has come with his friend. And they are conversing at that time. That boy's name is Andy, and he was meeting with his friend for the first time. He was meeting that girl for the first time, so it was obvious that she had no knowledge about him. That girl comes to know that Andy possesses many guns. Andy tells her he has kept these guns for his security. Then that girl asks, what may be the cause to keep many guns? Is your previous lifestyle so pathetic? Then he reveals the murdering of Chucky that he has been witnessing since his childhood. He has also been hearing many murders. That girl is frightened while hearing Andy's said statements. And she feels that Andy's previous life is really hapless. Thinking it, she goes away after leaving him. Then Andy returns to his house. He used to live in a cabin far from the city. Afterward, Andy unlocks a safe where Chucky doll's wounded head had been placed. Because Andy had shot Chucky doll's head with his gun. He had bound Chucky doll's head as its punishment. Chucky doll's head still had life. Andy and Chucky had befriended. They used to smoke getting together. Chucky frightens Andy when he is making it smoke. And Andy tortures him with a welding torch to punish him. Consequently, Chucky yells. Then a girl named Nika is shown in the hospital. Serial killer Chucky used to like the mother of Nika, and she was the same girl. Nika was incapacitated from her childhood, and Chucky was the cause of it. Chucky ended Nika's family except Nika and her niece. It was said about Nika that she is psychologically disabled. And she herself killed her whole family. It means she was blamed for the murders of her family. Nika has been under the treatment for the last 4 years. Doctor was trying to convince Nika that she herself has killed her family, not Chucky doll. Nika confesses that she has ended her family. After that, Nika is sent to the psychiatric hospital. Nika is resided with some patients who had mental disorders. Doctor brings a Chucky doll in front of them to check whether Nika has any problem with it. But she does not react to it. There is a lady who had killed her children. She had gone insane. She adopts Chucky, saying, "It is my baby." A lady arrives to meet Nika. That lady was Tiffany, not another else. Tiffany is that lady who is cause of killing after delivering the Chucky dolls at different places. It means Tiffany is responsible for everything behind. Tiffany tells Nika, "I am the guardian of your niece." Nika asks Tiffany, "How is my niece?" Tiffany informs Nika, she is no more. She may have committed suicide. Hearing it, Nika is depressed. Because she was only her niece who is alive if it is talked about her family. And she is also no more. It means her no family member survived. She is left alone in this world. Tiffany says to Nika, "But your niece has left something for you." And it was a good guy Chucky doll. Tiffany leaves after giving that Chucky doll to Nika. But Nika was not interested in that Chucky doll. As a result, she hands that Chucky doll to the doctor. Now there were 2 Chucky dolls. One doll was in the possession of that lady, while another Chucky doll, which was given to Nika by Tiffany. Which one was the real Chucky? The real Chucky was given to Nika by Tiffany. Chucky goes to hunt Nika as night falls. It moves to Nika's room, holding a knife. Chucky doll meets a lady on the way who leads to Nika's room. Chucky doll tells that lady, "Next turn is yours." Saying it, he enters Nika's room. Chucky doll is shocked after going into Nika's room. Seeing it, Nika has tried to commit suicide while cutting her arm with a cable. Nika did as such because she was blaming herself for the death of her niece. Waking up next morning, Nika is surprised to see her stitched wound. There was a written statement at the below side, "Not so fast." It was definitely done by Chucky. It did not kill Nika, but that lady whom it said, "Next turn is yours." Chucky had killed that lady with that cable with which Nika tried to commit suicide. All were taking it as a suicide. But Nika was suspecting it, not thinking it as a suicide. Then Andy is again shown, who visits the same doctor, taking the head of Chucky doll. Who was treating Nika? Andy says to doctor, Nika is innocent because Chucky doll is alive. But the doctor thinks Andy is perhaps saving Nika. So he is saying as such. So the doctor does not trust him. Now Nika realized that given Chucky doll by Tiffany is a real one. That doctor burns the fingers of Chucky doll, but it was not reacting. Then Nika says real Chucky doll would have replaced itself with that lady's doll. But that lady leaves with it, thinking it is her baby. Nika glimpses Chucky through window. Here, Chucky doll reveals itself. Here a girl is going to throw Chucky doll into the garbage can, but Chucky bites her hand on the way. That girl starts shouting on it and a doctor arrives there. And that girl tells, it has been done by Chucky doll. Then doctor thinks, that girl is insane and she herself may have bitten her hand. So she is tied with the bed. Now the thought breeds, Chucky doll is one, so how can second Chucky doll be enlivened? Actually, all existed Chucky dolls were alive there. But why? It is also a secret. Chucky itself will reveal that secret later. Chucky moves to that girl's room with a gas tank as the doctor leaves. Chucky smashes that gas tank on the floor, which flies to the glass ceiling and damages it. So the pieces of glass begin to fall. And a piece of glass dismembers that girl's head. When Andy knows about these murders, he is gone upset thinking, I had the real Chucky, so who is killing? Then Chucky doll's head speaks to him, what do you think that I am the only one? Hearing it, Andy hits upon an idea. Then he makes the possibility of the delivery of short-haired Chucky doll in the hospital. And he also moves to the hospital, sitting in the car. Nika is telling doctor in the hospital, it seems to me that both Chucky dolls are alive. And the girl who died with the piece of glass has been killed by Chucky doll. Contrarily, doctor hypnotizes Nika, ignoring her said words. And he is trying to make Nika agree that 2 murders have been committed by her. And that doctor tries to harass Nika physically. But Chucky knocks the doctor out, hitting a glass bottle on his head. Chucky puts an option before Nika. It says her to kill that doctor yourself while giving a piece of glass. And join our group. But Nika loses her consciousness. On the other side, Andy also receives a call of Tiffany. And she puts the same option before Andy saying, join our group. Moreover, she says, we will let it happen what you are wanting to do. A lady who adopted Chucky doll kills it, considering her kid. And that Chucky doll is buried. Andy reaches hospital at night. But security guard does not allow his entry. Then and strikes a blow to that security guard to go inside. And he is also imprisoned. The Chucky doll that was delivered to hospital by Andy. It also reaches the doctor. And the buried Chucky returns to the same lad who had adopted it. And that Chucky doll kills that lady, thrusting its hand into her mouth. He tries to prove that lady has also committed suicide. It is also the same. They think as this lady has also committed suicide. Doctor comes back to his office where Nika had been tied. Nika says, I have been bound by Chucky. Chucky again knocks doctor out, hitting his head. Chucky offers Nika a last option saying, just join its group, killing this doctor. But she refuses to act as such. Then one-handed Chucky also arrives there. And he tells the other Chucky, Andy has also approached here. Chucky also encounters a short-haired Chucky there. And it utters the enchanted words for that Chucky, which makes it alive. Now 3 of Chucky dolls begin to revolve around Nika. Here a Chucky reveals a secret. It means, he tells, how may there more than one Chucky dolls? Chucky tells, I have learned a charm that I may enliven many dolls after possessing them. And I can also possess human beings. Chucky informs that he also possessed the niece of Nika. Having Chucky's soul, she killed a number of people. But that kid meets her end because of the duel. And the real Chucky was sent to Andy. It means it was real Chucky doll's head which Andy had, because its face was stitched. Meanwhile, a doctor comes there. Pouncing on him, all 3 Chucky dolls kill him. Short-haired Chucky loves doing it. And he enjoys it a lot. They all 3 are satisfied, enjoying their murders. Now 3 Chucky dolls are discussing on it, who will go to kill Andy. And this task is assigned to short-haired Chucky, because it was feeling embarrassment due to its short hair. A car is observed near the gate by a security guard. There was a Tiffany doll when he looks inside the car. Tiffany cuts security guard's throat, coming from backside. Tiffany had only this way to end someone, which delighted it. Nika asks Chucky, "Kill me." Then Chucky responds, "I will not kill you. Nor I have ever thought to kill you. Because I had thought a great damnation for you." He utters the same enchanted words for Nika while saying it. And he succeeds in it. Now Chucky's soul had dissolved into Nika. So she had got strength to walk. Here Nika was completely possessed by Chucky. Being possessed, Nika takes the life of that doctor. And she squeezes the head of that doctor. Nika comes to a patient as being enchanted. And one-handed Chucky drills his head. Moving to Andy, short-haired Chucky stabs his leg. But Andy soon gets control over Chucky. Thrusting his hand into its abdomen, he brings out a gun. Because he himself had kept that gun there. Then Andy shoots Chucky, squeezing its head. At the same time, enchanted Nika also arrives there. Chucky speaks out from her, "You will kill Nika if you killed me." In spite of this, Andy begins to fire his gun on her. But gun's magazine was empty. Andy triggers the gun, but enchanted Nika leaves, locking him there. Now Andy was surely going to come under the allegation of all committed murders in the hospital. Enchanted Nika comes to Tiffany outside and she greets her. Tiffany says to Nika in the car, "I feel regret for your niece." Saying it, both begin to laugh and Tiffany doll, which was alive, also laughs along with them. Then it is observed that a lady visits Andy's house who was his sister. She says to Chucky's head, "I have been called here by my brother Andy." And the movie also completes here along with it.